Hey everyone, Ivy Lee Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. For today's video, I'm going to talk about the perfect goblin farm. We are going to talk about timings and how to optimize this to get the best result possible, and using a very budget option. Thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring today's video. Dragonheir is my favorite sponsor because it's my favorite game I've played in such a long time. I really enjoy the graphics. They really knocked it out of the park with the new heroes of this season. We are on to Season 4, new season, new heroes, and new Otherworld. There's some really killer bosses this time around, and I hope you guys will enjoy. If you haven't already checked out Dragonheir, be sure to download using my link in the description or the pinned comment. It's available on Android, iOS, Mac, PC, Steam, or Epic Games. Alright, so I'm here on Season 4, but I'm going to do this as a all-season inclusive video, Season 1 and beyond. You'll see all the people I have on my screen right now are Season 1 and beyond heroes, and this method will work no matter what season you're in. The only difference is going to be synergy. So Sigrid is the star of the show for this one, so I'm choosing to have 3 of fire and poison. But if it's a different season where maybe it's poison and ice, you would have a different hero at the front, which we're going to talk about. So this team consists of... Let me pull this up this way. So we have Sigrid, who's going to be our main DPS. And Vorash is going to be the best enabler. Dane and Furboth and Horus are all heroes that have AoE ultimates. And some have AoE battle skills as well. But we are going to talk about this because it's all about the timings. So equipment-wise, this is what we're working with, guys. It's not good. It's not good. It's early game. I might be trying to use some quirky artifacts, sure, from Season 4, but that's not what's important. The idea is... trying to get 100% crit rate or close to it on Sigrid, and trying to get some crit rate on everybody else as well. That's kind of damage on everyone as well. Vorash, most importantly, having accuracy to land debuffs, because he's going to be our best enabler of all, and he's going to be the one in Witch's Remains. So let's talk about why, right? So it's all about the ultimates and the timings. So this is a timing setup that was showed to me by a viewer, Kieran. I don't know if he got this from another content creator. I honestly don't watch other content creator videos for this game, guys. I don't. Rarely I might see something cool and check and see what it's about. Or just see general, okay, what are people using for this team? Okay, what corrosion heroes? You know, I might look at a little quick glances, but I don't watch other creator videos. I don't have time, honestly, right now, and I have some other new exciting stuff going on that definitely allows me no time for that. So if this is someone's perfect plan that one person devised, I have no idea. I'm not trying to steal credit. I just don't know. So anyway, this is the idea. So Vorash is going to go at 18.5 seconds first. He has a full board AoE smash that puts up a debuff. The debuffs show in red. Control effects show in purple. They are different. So after him, Sigrid is going to go at 18.6. If anyone that has a debuff, she's going to hit. So if he puts up a debuff on every single person that's on the board at the moment, Sigrid is going to hit every single person that's on the board at the moment. She's going to have this as her initial timing, but she is not going to be set to an interval. You want to take advantage of Sigrid's passive, where she builds up her ultimate energy when enemies are killed. And then you're going to have 3 other people in the team. One person, ideally, who's melee, who can kind of gather the units around them and tank the goblin run. So if it's a different season where ice and poison are together, you're going to want Usha or someone like that to be the answer. But there's a lot of answers, honestly. Fathom Down is a strong legendary that's lightning that people are loving now. You could have a Soul Day. You could have so many heroes be the tank, but you ideally want them to, again, have an AoE smash on their ultimate to actually be built for damage, but a little bit of survivability. And then I have another hero here that's just someone else with that 3 synergy that I'm trying to get mostly of, to take advantage of the bonuses. I want them to, yeah, have an AoE on their ultimate as well. And luckily for this, when it comes to Sigrid, having poison or frost heroes with her, or electrocuted later on, I guess, or burn, all the heroes that have DPS but also a debuff are just going to be even more things to make sure that Sigrid is going to be able to hit multiple enemies. So it's really perfect that everyone in this team has debuffs, right? You can get away without it if you're using other DPS or fun stuff like Shadow later on, but this is all about Sigrid. So this timing only works with Sigrid. It's all about Sigrid. This whole point is to make Sigrid be amazing. So that has to be clear first of all. But again, anyone like Chrysos, full board AoE smash, he could take the place of Voresh in this team for me, and then we would have a full team synergy of that for the 5. And that would be kind of what I do for the harder levels of dungeons later on. But for now, we're trying to show this with a budget-friendly option. So I have built these heroes for the sake of this. So when it comes to your auras, I'm just going to let it be the increase of accuracy. So we can make sure we're landing the debuffs for Sigrid. But no one's damage is based on defense, so we don't need that. You could, if you're having trouble with your 3-starring, you could take a consumable, but I don't have one right now for Sigrid and poison, so I'm just gonna accept this cold one for shits and giggles. But this could be what pushes you over the edge, and you can do multiple of the same ones for them to stack up. All right, let's let this run, and I'm gonna show you guys what we're on about. Right? All right, let's buy some stamina. It's gonna be worth it. So this formation positioning allows for gathering of the heroes around the tank, right? So someone's tanking this and helping them to gather. At least that helps the very first part, but then it gets messy afterward. But look at, Voresh is going as the next wave is approaching. So there's 2 waves of heroes on there for Sigrid to smash. In a perfect world with better gear, as you saw, I had rare gear still. It's not even epic gear. This would happen a little bit smoother and faster. But because it's not a perfect, or not a little bit better gear, or levels on all my, or level 90 on all my heroes could be the difference, that's kind of what's happening. But see, look at that. Boom. Sigrid smash, almost one shot. Not quite. That was the bummer, but it's okay. We finished that one up. So again, we're going to come around to our ultimates, and it's just going to be so much smoother. So by the time Voresh goes, the next wave will be coming again, right? So here come the next wave, and Voresh will go eventually. There he goes. So boom, 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 and 3-star. We just 3-starred Goblin. This is stage 2. On the first day it opens, 3-starred it with only 1 level 90 and no legendary heroes. It's all about the timings. So, and you saw my gear is terrible, right? My gear is horrendous. It's so bad. Like, look at this gear. We have mostly rare gear. I didn't even get much epic gear yet. I could have easily had full epic gear on everybody if I just farmed a little Venom, but I saved it. So in case you're wondering, like this, at this point here, this same team will work on the high levels, just level 90s, 100s, you know, instead of lower level heroes and epic and legendary gear instead of rare gear. It will work with no matter what synergy you want to use. Just the key is Sigrid. That's the big thing. It's all about Sigrid. So that's this timing. Obviously, if you have an aura that is attack oriented, use that. Crit damage, crit, whatever aura, that's what you want to use. And again, consumables can make a big difference. So I don't want to waste my consumable that I just did, so I'm going to let this roll. And yeah, that's the team, guys. That is the idea. Enabling Sigrid and having the perfect timings to where you're taking advantage of a full board hit like Voresh. This is why I preach Voresh as the best pick from the epic chest, because you pair him with Sigrid, who you get from the rare chest for free. And you can do this. And farming Goblin should be the #1 priority for any account when you're at this point. So like right now recording this video, it is the day that the final day of having the hero reset feature where you can build whoever you want and still undo it and build different ones. It's the first day that Goblin 2 opens on other servers, different from Season 1. You have the whole Goblin open. It's not really a concern, but I think it is the same period where the next stage of stages would open, right? So you can get the next level of rewards. It's the same day that we can start getting level 16 artifacts, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the timing, you know. And this is a little bit close here. Oh god, with the 3-starring, isn't it? Oh, I just missed it. But again, we're using rare gear. I only have 1 hero at level 90. Once I get some more of these potions, I'll get more heroes to level 90, and this will be a breeze. And I am using all epics and rares for this team. So if I can go throw in some harder hitting ultimate legendaries instead, Karf is a really good example. I think Gulend. Again, Chrysos. There's so many that have a full board AoE now that we're starting to get added to the game later in other seasons that can make this a little bit better. But yeah, Karf can be my guy instead of Voresh, and then I can have someone else that's actually taking advantage of the fire bonus. So that's what I'm going to do in this team. I'm not going to be using these people for my team because I have Chrysos and Karf, for example. But this is a really, really solid lineup, and that's how the timings work. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this helps you guys get your 3 stars in, and just know it can be a little bit messy like in these stages, but once you get better gear, it's like boom, boom, boom. It just looks like clockwork. It's just so smooth and easy to farm quickly because everything would just line up perfectly. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Be sure to download via Android, iOS, Mac PC, Steam, or Epic Games if you haven't already. The link is in the description and the pinned comment. And thank you to Dragonheir Silent Gods for sponsoring today's video.